here in this living, breathing world. Open me up, hear my heart. I'm never going away again. I am not civilized. Please let me not be. I was made to long for the sky. Let me. If they ask about me, tell them I'm just taking my time. Tell them not to go looking, 'cause they won't like what they find. And if they wonder what it is that keeps the spark in that shine, they're gonna wonder a long time. I want the dawn to break me open, wanna breathe and be unbroken. I want it to take a while. I wanna be wild. I wanna be wild. And if they talk about me, they can say what they please, I guess. All the sticks and stones, they should only leave a scratch. And if they wonder what it is that keeps me hanging on, they're gonna wonder long after I'm gone. I wanna feel the years I've traveled. I wanna let myself unravel every minute, every mile. I wanna be wild. I wanna be wild. And what they think about me, well, it won't change what I am. Tell them not to go building a mountain out of a man. And if they wonder what it is that keeps the spirit bright, let's keep on guessing all night. I wanna get out of my own way. I wanna fall into every day. Oh, I wanna be worth the while. I wanna be wild. I wanna be wild. Wanna be wild. I wanna be wild. Wanna be wild. Ooh. Thank you. Thank you all so much. I'm truly honored to be kicking off this living room sessions series. And I'm so grateful to everyone at Elderly, AJ and my brother and all the great folks working hard to keep the tradition alive. And it's wonderful to be doing it online for you all tonight. And I see some familiar faces in the comments there. And if you're watching on my page, I'm looking at the comments over on the Elderly Instruments page. So if you want to say something, say hi, head on over there. you have any cool elderly memories that you want to share in the comments, I encourage you to do so. Here we are, just waiting on the sky, all teary with the heartache in our eyes. I will love you until the day I die. That much is true. And we've ironed out the wrinkles, I suppose. Either that or we're buying brand new clothes. I guess I mean to say that I don't know what to do. What to do with the hurricane behind me. I'm afraid that storm will ever find me. Just rolling through the ghost towns of my heart, blowing worlds apart. And here I am, just gazing at the sun, blinded by the hurt that I've become. I guess you could say what's done is done, if you wanted to. And I've made it through the wake 1,000 times. Here I stand, still coming out alive. How long can you live on a lie? It's a drowning truth. And the truth is the hurricane behind me. I'm afraid that storm will ever find me. Just rolling through the ghost towns of my heart, blowing worlds apart. Here we are, just lovers in the dust, making peace only because we must. I guess hope is just another word for lust, and I'm wanting you. We've risen from the fires in our lives. We've talked ourselves out of time. Oh, we've made up a deeper mind. That was our youth. And our youth is a hurricane behind me. I'm afraid that storm will ever find me. Just rolling through the ghost towns of my heart, tearing worlds apart. Thanks so much for tuning in, everyone. Grateful to be here. My name is May. And it's such an important time of year because we're gearing up for a very big and very important election. And as the current times hold so many struggles and trials for all of us, it feels so important, more than ever, to really consider what we want to see for our future here in this country, and to really choose a leadership that represents those hopes and dreams and represents every single person that lives in this country, no matter where they were born, no matter what language they speak, no matter what color their skin is, no matter how much money's in their bank account, no matter who or how they love or how they want to live in their bodies. It's just so important that we have a leader that treats every single one of those people with great, great, great respect. And respect and decency is at the heart of good leadership. And so I want to sing a song about holding on to our vision as a people tightly. It's called That's My Home. And please do vote. Looking for a reason why you do the things you do. You know you tear me right in two. You do. And it's like treason, trespassing on my dreams, the little fragile ones I've seen come true. 'Cause that's my heart, that's my heart, that's my heart. You set it on fire. That's my home, you're burning. That's my future, dancing on a wire, on fire. If there's an answer, then I have yet to see what all of this will be in the end. I was a dancer, now I'm struggling to move, but I will rise, I will break through and move again. 'Cause that's my heart, that's my heart, that's my heart. You set it on fire. That's my home, you're burning. That's my future, dancing on a wire, on fire. If there's a way, I will seek out every turn, just to keep from getting burned by the flame. Not to say that the path ahead is easy. I know change is hard to see through the blame. But that's my heart, that's my heart, that's my heart. You set it on fire. That's my home, you're burning. That's my future, dancing on a wire, on fire. Yeah, that's my heart, that's my heart, that's my heart. You set it on fire. That's my home, you're burning. My daughter's future, dancing on a wire, on fire. That's my home, you're burning down. Thank you so much. Hold on to your visions for the future, everybody, and vote for the little ones. And vote for leadership that will speak for justice for all peoples. So, I love elderly instruments so much. And I even loved it before my brother worked there. But it's been especially fun since he's become such a big part of the elderly team. It's always like going to a candy store, as we say. But it's so much fun, and there's so many good people working there, and it's just such a beautiful legacy of sort of this Lansing musical community and these beautiful instruments and the history behind them. And everyone that works there takes great care when they're selling you and telling you about the instruments and helping you to find the right thing. And both of the guitars that I'm playing tonight, I got at Elderly. And this is a Martin CEO7. And I had a Gibson for a long time, but it was getting hard for me to play because the neck was a little wide, and I have some wrist trouble. So I wanted to find a new guitar, and I went there, and my brother set me up and had all these guitars spread all around, and he sat there with me, and you know, he's my brother, so it was sweet. But this is something that they do often for people to help them find the right instrument. And so we sat in the room, and I played all these guitars. Some of them were way beyond anything I could afford, and we just went around and played. And then I did like a blind listening and all kinds of stuff, and I finally fell in love with this guitar. And it's really responsive and really fun to play. And so I'm happy to have it. I highly recommend it if you're looking for a little buddy, little acoustic buddy. It sounds so pretty and chimey. But back when Brandon Foote used to work at Elderly, he knew I was looking for an electric guitar. And so one day he called me and he said, "May, I don't know if this is going to be a good phone call or a bad phone call, but I want to let you know that your electric guitar, I think, just showed up at Elderly." And so I went there, and again, I was looking for something that was easy to play, and because I do all this crazy capo stuff, I found this beauty. It's a Gibson ES-225. Look how pretty. And it just sounds very ethereal and chimey and pretty, and it's very friendly to play. And so I did fall in love with it. And they're my babies. I'm so happy to have them. And I wouldn't have either one of them if it weren't for the wonderful help at Elderly. It's so humid here today. So their guitars are speaking their own little language with the tuning. So sometimes we grieve things that we thought were going to happen, but are no longer. And this is kind of a new song about that, because I realized I had a lot of sadness about things I was really thinking I was going to do. And so it's called Could Have Been. There in the sunrise, I saw you change your mind, and it cast a different light on me. And love ain't for the faint of heart, so I'm learning to fall apart, pick up the pieces when you leave. I guess it's when you stay, you get to know the way it looks when they walk away. You get to know the way it feels, and I should know better by now. guess it's when you stay, you get to know the way it feels when you walk away. You get to know the way it feels, and I should know better by now. What we could have been, what we could have been. How could you give up so easily? What we could have been, what we could have been. Now it's only a broken dream. I wonder on the other side, would you be satisfied? Or is this just another time you tried to feel free? I guess I don't know the word. Was it something you said or something I heard? And what did you gain from naming that pain in me? What we could have been, what we could have been. How could you give up so easily? What we could have been, what we could have been. Now it's only a broken dream. Now it's only a broken dream. Thank you. Thank you so much. Nice to see you all. Checking out the comments over here on the Elderly Instruments page. Good to see you all down there. Thanks for saying hi. Well, I'm going to play this song, and then we're going to take a little set break and have a little fun. So this is a song that I've just been singing lately in the shower, and it's one that's like, it's one of those constant songs that I heard so much in my life that it never occurred to me to learn it. But accepting change is hard, and we're all being faced with so many unknowns and then so much newness and change, and it can be so much to hold. And so this is a song that I sing to myself when I'm having trouble, and hope you are singing along with me. I took my love and I took it down. I climbed a mountain and I turned around, and I saw my reflection in the snow-covered hills, and the landslide brought me down. Oh, mirror in the sky, what is love? Can the child within my heart rise above? Can I sail through the changing ocean tide? Can I handle the season of my life? Well, I've been afraid of changing, 'cause I built my life makes you bolder. Children get older, and I'm getting older too. Oh, I'm getting older too. Take my love and I take it down. Climb a mountain and I turn around. And if you see my reflection in the snow-covered hills, well, the landslide will bring it down. And if you see my reflection in the snow-covered hills, well, the landslide will bring it down. Oh, the landslide will bring it down. Ooh, the landslide will bring it down.
All right, that was an absolutely
Aw, thanks, AJ.
fantastic first set, May. We're going to take a set break here for about 12 minutes. Let May grab a drink, and we're going to play a pre recorded interview between Lillian Werbin and May. So stay tuned for that. I'll get that started right now.
Thank you, May, for such a lovely first set. I'm really excited to go behind the scenes a little bit and chat with you. Um, so we'll just hop right in and we'll go from there.
Sounds great. Thank you.
So, can you tell us a little bit about your early years as a musician? I've been told you used to go by Daisy May, and maybe we can start at that point and go from there.
Sure. Yeah. Daisy May was a nickname given to me while I was traveling. And so it was sort of a funny thing that I just decided to use it for my music. But it's not actually my name, as you know. So I decided, well, I'm going to have a long life of music. Hopefully, I'll just go by my real name. Um, but I started writing songs when I was 12 years old. I picked up a guitar that was around my parents' house, and something I had played piano and a little violin and had been musical and loved to sing, and still I think singing is my main instrument. But um, I, something clicked when I got the guitar in my hands, and I was inspired by my older sister who wrote songs, and also like Ani DeFranco and Ben Harper, just these great writers. And so I thought, oh, I want to do that, and it just happened that when I picked up the guitar, songs just started coming out, and so I followed that connection from that point on.
So, you were already playing all of those instruments age 12, already
Well, just a
singing,
little bit, just a little bit. Yeah,
dabbling,
yeah,
dabbling.
yeah.
So, how does that become who you are now? I know that you've moved through the music scene of Michigan, and you're well known throughout our great state. And how does that? How did you expect that in those early years? Were you certain you were going to be here in 2020, still doing songwriting and performing and bringing joy to people?
Well, I didn't know. I mean, we never know. And I think what it was that when I was writing songs, and then I found that when I was sharing songs, it felt like the most sort of useful way that I could connect with other people.
Mhm.
And then I noticed that the songs were cathartic for me, that the process was healing for me and helpful to me as a person. But then also that other people told me that they were finding those things true for them. And that's the power of music. It helps connect us and heals things. And so I just really became excited about that connecting and that
Mhm.
healing and the power that those songs and music can have. And so I just created this relationship with writing and with sharing the music that felt like a lifetime relationship. So it wasn't necessarily what I that I knew what was going to happen, with my career or even had any lofty goals, but it was more just like that feels right and useful.
Yeah.
And I want that. And as much of that as I can find, you know? So that was sort of the way I stayed on the path, I think.
Yeah. Has your creative, how you create, has that changed, or are the inspirations staying the same? And so your creative, I guess, what's the word I'm looking for? Ha. Is your creative process the same, from that 12-year-old trying to connect and moving through and finding therapy in connecting through music? Is the process still the same, or is it just the force behind it the same?
That's a beautiful question. I think that the feeling is the same. Like what happens when I'm like connecting with what I like to think of as like my muse, you know,
Mm,
whatever that is, that energy that comes out of nowhere and like drops this idea in your lap. Like I just feel like I'm channeling that and
mm,
serving that. And that's not really me, it's something greater. And that's why music feels so sort of sacred because
mhm,
it's something greater than us, than we know. And so I just feel like I'm here and I wait, and that relationship or that connection to my muse is something that feels very much the same. But how I do that is completely led by that feeling. So it changes
mm.
every time I sit down to write. I just follow what that feeling's telling me. And some days it's like, oh, write a ridiculous country song. And other days it's like, write poems today or paint today or don't do anything today. Like it's just kind of, I'm informed by that relationship. So my process is all over the place, but it's after that sort of connective thing that I feel the spark of inspiration, I guess.
Oh, nice. Ooh. So, what has been inspiring you lately? 2020 has been a crazy year, and I think people are finding new ways to remain motivated and comfortable. So, what's inspiring you this year or in the last couple months?
Well, it's been, like you said, a crazy time. And, you know, it feels like as a community, as a country, as a people, there's so much work to be done.
Mm,
And I'm really trying to understand what my place in that work is, um, and how to use my voice in a way that speaks for everybody and in a useful sense. And so I'm really, you know, I was set back by all these happenings, and especially after the George Floyd protests, being a white woman, I'm just like, how can I show up for this and what can I do in the right way? And how can I use this voice without, you know, misusing it? And so it's
yes.
confusing. And so I really want to be useful. And I've always wanted to use my music to speak for the people and to speak for the things happening. And I believe in the path of, you know, the songwriters that do that and
Yeah.
follow in their footsteps and admire those voices. And so I want to do that. And so it's been a lot of humbleness and trying to listen and understand more about what that looks like. And so that's been a lot of is just trying to sit back and take a deep breath and figure
Mm.
out what needs to be done and how I can be most useful.
Hey, I love that. Sitting back and reevaluating our space as we help creating the space. So, obviously, born and raised in Michigan, and our music scene is fairly unique compared to others around the, at least the US. Um, what do you think makes Michigan's music scene so special? And how do you think it will evolve from here?
I think, you know, growing up in Michigan, there's just so many festivals and there's so many elders that have been playing these instruments for so long that just can't wait to sit down with a younger person and help them learn. And elderly has been like a, sort of a hub for all of those kind of people, you know, like let's sit down, let's play the instruments, let's figure it out, let's teach each other. And so I've always felt that encouraging environment in Michigan, especially. And the more I've traveled, the more I realized that what's happening here is very much collaborative and supportive. And like there's a pride in that collaboration and a pride in the community of music. It's not just about somebody shining brighter than somebody else, it's about everybody just loving music and wanting to foster a really beautiful environment for the people that are coming up into that interest or that passion. And so I love that about this state. And the more I've moved around the world, the more I've realized it's really unique and that we have this very rich, thriving scene here. And it's not, it's not just the folk scene. I mean, we had freaking Motown, I mean, Michigan is like deep with beautiful music. And so I don't know if it's the water or what, but it's super special. And so the older I get and the more I move around, the more I cherish it. It's really valuable.
And I think I have one more question. One and a half, two.
Yeah.
What is the best advice someone gave you? Not necessarily music related, but best advice. And then what is some advice you would give a performer getting started? 12 years old, 50, any first timer.
Yeah. I feel so lucky. I've had so many mentors that it's actually hard to think of the best advice. I think one of the best pieces of advice about making and sharing music, someone just told me to take my time and trust it. And I've been told that in a few different ways, but one time my dad said, even with just singing, he said, "There's always enough time. Don't rush it." And it just changed the way I felt about songs. It was like, oh yeah, we feel the music in our bones. It's like we sing in just the right way. So don't worry so much. Like don't try to, manage it so much. So that was really, really beautiful. Take your time. And there's always enough time. And what I would say, I guess, to a young artist starting out is to just know that your unique gift that you have to share is so special, and to trust in that, and to know that you don't have to prove anything, that you have pure art and pure music just waiting to come out of you, and you can trust in that, and that it's a gift that you're going to give to the world. And so you don't have to prove it. It doesn't matter what anybody thinks about it. It's your gift to give in your own way, and you can really trust whatever that pure way is, and not be led by what you think is cool or what somebody says. Just be you and just find that purity, and it's going to be a gift.
That's lovely. Well, thank you. Thank you.
Lillian. So nice to talk to
This
you.
has been fun.
Yeah.
And before we cut this off, I obviously want to thank you. And a reminder that while this show is free, we definitely want to support May and all of her beautiful music and creativity. We will drop links for you, but thank you, May, for your beautiful words and music and your heart.
Thank you, Lillian, so much.
All right, we're back live for a second set of music from May Erlewine. I want to remind our viewers that while this is a free concert, it's donation-based. You can tip the artist by going to elderly.com/May, Venmo, PayPal, and Patreon. Share, like, love, comment, let May know you're loving the music. If you're new to May's music, follow her on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. And without any further ado, another set of music from May Erlewine.
Thanks, AJ. And thank you, Lillian. That was such a fun interview and such beautiful questions. I really enjoyed talking with you. So glad that you're all here. This is fun. This morning it was pouring rain, and I just went and ran around in it for a while, and it felt good. And I think probably after I play this set of music, I'm going to go jump in the lake. And every time I get to do that, I feel so much gratitude for the bodies of water I've had in my life, and also continue to devote my energies to helping to protect and serve those waters. So this is a song of celebration about maybe your favorite river to canoe on, or your favorite lake to swim in, whatever it may be, that little piece of heaven that we find on the water. Take my hand, my one, and we'll shove off to the sun, and together we will run the River Jordan. And with stars in our eyes, we'll sleep under the sky, safe on the banks of the River Jordan. And when you fall asleep, sleep well, sleep deep. Dreams are always sweet on the River Jordan. And in the morning you'll see light pouring through the trees, shining like a diamond on the River Jordan. Oh yeah, yeah. Let your troubles go, let them melt with the snow. You won't need them anymore on the River Jordan. And let joy fill your cup, let it fill you right up. You'll have more than enough on the River Jordan. And when you fall in, baptized of all your sins, oh, we all take a swim on the River Jordan. And when you're warm and dry, with that spark in your eye, you might give another try to the River Jordan. Oh yeah, yeah. From what I understand, they say the promised land is on the banks of the River Jordan. Well, I must agree, I never felt so free. Just you, me, the river, in the morning. There it is. Thank you. Thanks so much. Happy to be here with all of you tonight. So I'm going to sing one of the saddest songs that I have written. And it just came to me one morning and in a quiet moment. And sometimes, you know, I had someone tell me that I should try to cry every day if I could, because it's just so good for you. And so I always feel like sorrow is just another companion. And I was thinking about that the morning that this song kind of floated in through the window. It's called Paint the Town. Sorrow's been my lover, I'm leaving her tonight. We talked under the covers until it felt alright. It's alright. She could feel the distance I could feel her stray. Try to keep from breaking until the day we break. Now I'm out to paint the town any color I can find. Now I'm out to paint the town with sorrow on my mind. She was happy being lonely. She was happy there with me. So we told a story that everyone believed. They said joy is just too easy. We'd rather feel the pain. I nodded so completely, but did not feel the same. The same. Now I'm out to paint the town any color I can find. Now I'm out to paint the town with sorrow on my mind. Said I want you to be happy. I want you to be free. But happiness is only one thing to be, or not to be. And I'm afraid of the leaving. I'm afraid to stay. Sorrow, will you know me if I go away? I have to go away. Now I'm out to paint the town any color I can find. Now I'm out to paint the town, sorrow on my mind. Thank you all. Thanks for tuning in and being here, everybody. I'm just, somehow I lost the comments. I want to see what you're saying. I want to see what you say. Let's try this. Oop. Oh well, I can't see you right now, but maybe it'll come back. I'm just going to do a couple more. And I'd like to invite you to sing on this one if you feel like it too. I've sung this song many times, and you've probably heard it. If you've listened to my music before, you've probably heard it many times. And so I just want to invite you to find a part of yourself that needs a little extra love in this moment. Maybe someone with you that needs a little extra love. And just get a little goofy and lovey. And whatever happened during the day today, just let it go for just a second. The song's only like a little over 3 minutes long, maybe. So 3 minutes of just goofball, loving on yourself, loving on whoever you're with. We need it. I was talking with an old friend today. We were talking about how when you put that kind of energy in your bank, it makes all your work more quality and your thoughts more grounded. And so just put a little love in that bank of your heart. And just say, I've got nothing, nothing but love for you, honey. I've got nothing, nothing but love. Well, I've never seen a sunrise I regret. You can't take the beauty out of this, I guess. And there's never been a song of yours, my dear, that doesn't fall softly on my ears. And I've got nothing, nothing but love for you, honey. I've got nothing, nothing but love. And there's a turn on the road somewhere, and we always seem to end up there. And I'm looking for a better way to go, but I'm getting lost. And I want you to know that I've got nothing, nothing but love for you, honey. I've got nothing, nothing but love. Bum, bum, bum. And there isn't a day goes by that I don't wonder every why. And sometimes it's just enough to say I gave my all anyway. And I've got nothing, nothing but love for you, honey. I've got nothing, nothing but love, nothing but love, nothing but love. Nice singing. Aw, thanks you all. Thank you so much. Nice to see so many wonderful faces here. Well, I'm going to sing one more for you. And I want to thank AJ and Lillian and my brother Michael for having me and for inviting me to kick off this elderly living room sessions. So keep your eyes and ears out, because they're going to have a lot of other wonderful artists and wonderful interviews, and so keep your eye on that so that you don't miss it. And it's so easy to feel fear right now, and there's so much, like I said before, so much uncertainty and things we can't know, things we don't know, and also big challenges, you know. I know so many parents who are being very challenged with their children being home from school, and you know, lots of anxiety and worry. And so just want to invite you to remember that you are precious, and that it's normal that this all feels strange and overwhelming and scary. But I want to leave you with the sentiment of finding the love in your heart and acting out of the love in your heart, and remembering that that is the most precious and important thing and the most courageous place to come from. And we cannot give in to fear right now. And there's a lot of sort of frazzled, wild things going on outside of us. And so we have to remember what's most important, and try to show up in our hearts and with courage for the change we want to see. So please feel free to sing along with this one too. And thank you all again so much for listening and for your support during this time of my music, for your support of Elderly. And I hope to see you again soon. I won't be afraid, oh no, afraid to fall, to fall. I'd rather be broken and give it my all. I won't be afraid, oh no, afraid to believe. Show me a future that I wanna see, and I won't be afraid. But it's gonna take all that we've got. I know it's true. Have a little bit of our love, me and you. It's gonna take patience, patience and time. All of the courage we have and all the faith we can find. And I won't be afraid, oh no, afraid to fall, to fall. I'd rather be broken and give it my all. I won't be afraid, oh no, afraid to believe, believe. Show me a future that I wanna see, and I won't be afraid. But it's gonna take all that we've got. I know it will. And when push comes to shove, and harder still, side by side, let every voice sing. From every mountain until true freedom rings. And I won't be afraid, oh no, afraid to fall, to fall. I'd rather be open and give it my all. I won't be afraid, oh no, afraid to believe, believe. Show me a future that I wanna see, and I won't be afraid. But it's gonna take all that we've got. This I know. Not stepping down and not letting go. It's gonna take every last one of us, one and all. Gonna take building a bridge, not building a wall. And I won't be afraid, oh no, afraid to fall, to fall. I'd rather be broken and give it my all. I won't be afraid, oh no, afraid to believe, believe. Show me a future that I wanna see. Thank you all so much.
Wow. I'm kind of speechless after that last
Aw,
song.
Thank you,
That was
AJ.
fantastic. Thank you for being our first guest for the living
Oh, it
room
was my
sessions.
great
It really
pleasure.
means a
Thank you
lot
for
to us.
inviting me.
Absolutely. To all of our viewers on Facebook and YouTube, head over to elderly.com/May. It's a free broadcast, but we suggest a $10 donation or whatever you can. PayPal, Patreon, Venmo. If you've never heard May's music before, make sure you're following her on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. And if you're new to elderly.com, if you've never heard of us, check us out. It's always a good time to pick up a new ukulele or a banjo. And our next concert is on September 16th with Jake Blunt, and then October 1st with Don Vappy. So stay tuned for those.
Thank
And
you. Have a
May,
good night,
thank you so
everybody.
much.